Oh, it's you again. Listen, I really don't have time. Why do you always have to stop me? What is it with you? Why can't you just leave me alone? Okay. You want me to typewrite with my toes. You want me to whistle with my ears. You want me to flap my arms and hover about. I could do it. But would you let me go? No. You'll want more. So I won't do it. It reminds me of the times when I was on stage. I wasn't really an actor. I was supposed to fix the lights. Suddenly I was on stage, blinking. They made me do it. No one had told me in advance. I began to sweat. The audience kept on staring. How come I get cornered all the time? How come people think they can just stop me? How come people want me to talk to them? I don't get it. I just want to be on my way. Some in the audience stared wildly. Their mouths open, their teeth showing. You could feel the aggression. A single sound would have triggered them off. I didn't dare move. I wish there would be some relief, but there was none. Hey, I can twist my tongue to a dollar sign. I can bulge and crack my eyeballs if I wanted to. You won't believe it. I can crack them. It takes some time to heal. The vision will be impaired. It will be a fragmented world. One day they made me play Romeo. I didn't have a clue what it was about. They shoved me towards Juliet. I don't like to be pushed. I didn't like Juliet, so I pretended to be Macbeth. The crowd didn't like it. Especially the women didn't like it. Do you want me to put my fist in my mouth? I can get hold of my tonsils and pull them. If I do, there will be a strange sound coming out of my nose. It never fails to puzzle me. I can never figure out what it means. The stage can be cruel. One day I had to crawl on all fours. I didn't have a clue what it was about. Then this fat lady began kissing me. It was disgusting. The audience loved it. I was in pain. I ended up in the emergency room. I had great reviews. Hey, I can produce random sentences without any meaning at all. Once I start, I can produce them forever. It never stops. It never even begins to make sense. After a while I stop listening. I might be doing it right now. Who knows? Do you want me to put my foot behind my ear? I can scratch my ear like a dog. While I do it, I will look at you inquiringly if I will get some food. The Pavlov effect. Why do you always corner me? What is it that makes you stop me? Can't you just let me go? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with me? They once produced me on stage like in a freak show. I had to stand on a chair. A man with a high cylinder hat announced me as an attraction, holding a whip, looking suspiciously at me. The audience gasped. Some were afraid. I thought it was just a show. When some people began to hiss and shout, I began to sweat. My knees got weak. The man with the whip became fantastic. Hey, I could pull a train with my teeth. I've done it before and I can do it again. If I had a beard, I could tie it to an elephant and drag him away. Luckily, I don't have a beard. It keeps the flies away. Once I was trapped in a dialogue. I didn't understand a single word. It was a mystery to me. I kept on talking. It became a monologue. Random thoughts. About life, oysters, and Batman. There were other things in it. I wish I could remember. The audience left one by one. Then the stage people left. I thought it was part of the show. When the lights were switched off, I stopped talking. Hey, why don't you let me just go? Are you never satisfied? What have I done? Why do you think you can stop me just like that? Do you think I'm some sort of alien? Hey, I can scratch and tap with my feet out of sync. It's not easy to do. I can tap with each foot a different rhythm. They start to have different lives. They tend to move in different directions. Hey, give me a break, will you? I've got things to do. I cannot be cornered all day long. What is it with you? Are you so desperate to be entertained? Why don't you corner somebody else? Why don't you corner yourself? One day I was so sick that I could hardly stand on my feet. The producer said that I was perfect. He pushed me onto the stage. I warbled and tried to figure out what the play was about. The actors froze. The audience jumped to their feet. I moaned and cried. I sobbed and groaned. I was in pain. When I finally collapsed, the audience applauded. Later they wrote that I was the greatest actor alive. Can I go home now?